Lesson 5. Smile from How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Hi there, and welcome to Lesson 5 from How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Today's topic might seem simple, but it's more powerful than you think. It's this: smile. Yes, just smile. A real, honest smile is one of the most powerful tools you have. It can change someone's mood. It can open a heart. It can build a connection before you even say a word. It sounds small, right? Almost. Too small to matter. But Dale Carnegie devotes an entire lesson to this one behavior because it holds massive power in how people perceive you, respond to you, and remember you. A genuine smile communicates warmth, trust, safety, and openness before you ever say a word. In fact, studies show that people form first impressions in less than 7 seconds. And what's one of the biggest nonverbal cues they look for? Your facial expression, your energy, your smile. Dale Carnegie said, "The expression one wears on one's face is far more important than the clothes one wears on their back." In other words, you can wear a fancy suit, but if your face looks cold or tense, people won't feel comfortable around you. Smiling opens doors, emotionally, socially, and even professionally. Smiling says, "I'm safe to approach. I like you. I'm happy to see you. You're welcome here." Carnegie writes why? Because people decide how they feel about you in seconds, and one of the first things they notice is your face. When you smile, you're saying, "You're welcome here. I'm glad to see you. You matter." And the best part? A smile is free. It costs you nothing, but it can be worth everything. Now you might ask, but what if I don't feel like smiling? Great question. Carnegie believed that when we act a certain way, the feelings follow. Modern science backs it up too. When you smile, even just a little, your brain releases happy chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. That means you don't smile. Because you're happy, you become happy because you smile. So go ahead, try it right now. Just a little smile. Feel your face soften. Feel your body relax. It works. But what if you're not in the mood to smile? Here's the twist. You don't wait to smile until you feel happy. Smiling helps you become happy. Carnegie suggests that actions can create emotions. Psychologists now back this up with what's called the facial feedback hypothesis. When you smile, your brain releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, even if the smile starts out mechanical. So the next time you feel down, try this: smile, even if just slightly. Think of someone you love or something you're grateful for. Breathe and watch how your mood begins to shift. Smiling isn't about faking. It's about choosing your energy and inviting connection. Let's look at a few stories Carnegie shared. Example: On the department store clerk, it's a long, stressful Monday. A young woman is standing behind a counter in a busy department store. She's been on her feet for hours. One customer was rude. Another made her restart a return process twice. Her face is tense. She's in robot mode. Then a man in a simple sweater steps forward. He isn't demanding. He doesn't jump into asking for help. He simply looks her in the eyes, smiles warmly, and says, "Good afternoon. You must be tired today. Thanks for being here." For a moment, the air shifts. Her shoulders drop. She lets out a small laugh. Surprised. She smiled back. Her attitude lifted, and she says, "You know what? Thanks for saying that. You're the first person today who has." That tiny gesture changed her whole energy. Why? Because he gave her kindness without expecting anything. This is the power of a smile paired with simple kindness. It didn't take effort, just awareness, and it made her day. Example 2, $1 million smile. John is a car salesman. Lately, he's been feeling pressure to hit targets. His conversations are efficient, serious, straight to the point, but customers seem closed off. One even walked away mid-negotiation. So, John tries something different the next day. He begins his day by telling himself, "Today, I smile first. Not fake, just soft, warm, and human." A woman walks into the showroom. He walks up and instead of starting with numbers, he simply says, "Welcome in. I'm John. Beautiful weather, right?" He smiles, she smiles. The tension disappears. By the end of the conversation, she says, "I don't know why, but I feel like I can trust you." His product didn't change. His pitch didn't change. His smile did. That made all the difference. A student working in sales reported that just changing his facial expression from serious and sales to warm and open drastically changed how customers responded to him. His sales improved. People lingered longer, all because he smiled genuinely and built instant rapport. Example 3. Roosevelt's approachability. The President of the United States is walking through the White House garden. His staff expects him to be stern, formal. He's the president after all. Instead, Roosevelt greets the groundskeeper with a broad smile and says, "Those roses are blooming better than ever. You've got magic in your hands." The man stands taller. His eyes light up. That one moment gives him pride for the rest of the week. Roosevelt smiles at everyone from world leaders to staff, because he knows it's not just strategy, it's humanity. His smile made people feel respected no matter their status. Theodore Roosevelt was known to greet everyone from politicians to janitors with a warm handshake and a big smile. That's part of why people loved working for him. He made people feel respected and important just by how he greeted them. Let's practice in today's life. Business owner or colleague. Example: Samantha walks into her office. She's the founder of a small design agency. Deadlines are tight. She's stressed. Her employee, Ryan, walks in 5 minutes late. Her instinct is to frown, say nothing, and rush into the meeting. But she catches herself. She turns, smiles, and says, "Morning, Ryan. I know it's a hectic week. Thanks for being here." Ryan breathes out, relieved. He thought she'd be mad. Instead, she chose warmth. Later that day, Ryan stays late to finish the project, not because he's afraid, but because he feels respected. A smile from a leader sets the tone. It opens hearts and builds loyalty. Even in emails or phone calls, your tone changes when you smile while speaking. Try it. Your voice literally becomes warmer. Parent and child. Example: Emma, a 9-year-old, walks into the kitchen holding up a piece of paper with a spelling test on it. "I got 8 out of 10, she says. Her mom is cooking, busy, thinking about bills. She almost says, "Great, now do your homework." But then she stops. She looks at Emma, smiles, kneels down and says, "Wow, you worked hard. I see the improvement. I'm proud of you." Emma beams. Her mom's smile wasn't just a facial expression, it was a bridge, a connection. Your child will feel invited, not rejected. That one moment could shape their confidence for the day. Kids and friends. Example: Lena is sitting alone on the playground with a book. She's new. Watching other kids play makes her nervous. Nearby, Zoe is laughing with her group of friends. She notices Lena sitting alone. Zoe walks over, smiles and says, "Hey, I like your book. Want to come play with us?" Lena looks shocked but then smiles back and nods. That one smile, that 3-second choice, changed everything. Lena now feels included, and Zoe became a little leader that day. Even children can influence others positively with just one smile and a little courage. Smiles make she feels inclusion, safety, welcome. Let's close this lesson with a truth that's been proven by psychology, spirituality, and human connection. A smile costs nothing, but it can change everything. In a world filled with distractions, stress, and isolation, a genuine smile is a form of service. It lifts others up. It calms tension. It says, "I see you. You matter. You're welcome here." Dale Carnegie wasn't talking about fake grins. He meant real, warm, human connection through your presence and your energy. So here's your challenge for today: is smile at the next 5 people you see, without expecting anything in return. Practice smiling before you speak in conversations even. On the phone, smile at yourself in the mirror to remind yourself you're worthy of warmth too. You never know who needed that moment, and you never know what doors might open because of it. Thank you for watching Lesson 5. If this message helped brighten your mindset, imagine how your smile could brighten someone else's world. Hit that like button, subscribe for more lessons, and I'll see you in Lesson 6.